Cape Horn, the southernmost tip of South America, notorious for some of the roughest seas in the world.
It's like a roller coaster ride.
8 exceptional young adventurers are braving these waters on a demanding expedition.
Oh. Good effort, Harry. At least you got in a bowl.
Smells so bad.
Following in the wake of some of the world's greatest explorers, they've travelled far from civilization to work with endangered animals.
The wildlife is completely amazing.
The adventurers will be pushed to the very limit as they go to extremes to help the planet.
It's horrible. It's really horrible. Just leave me alone! Ah!
This is Serious Ocean. Coming up, battered by a ferocious storm.
Wake up. We need to get off this mountain.
Exploring incredible ice tunnels.
Really beautiful, and I'm really chuffed that I actually did it.
And surviving in a hole in the snow.
May have actually been the worst night's sleep I've ever had.
The Ocean 8 are just over 2 weeks into their epic environmental voyage in southern Chile.
Oh, wow.
They got quite an acrobatic display as they helped scientists dart dolphins to take skin samples. The adventurers then sailed to the Chloe ice cap, the world's most southerly glacier outside Antarctica. They climbed where few had been before and found danger all around them.
It's pretty scary now that you just see the massive avalanche.
And everywhere were lethal crevasses in the ice. But it made for one of the most awesome campsites on Earth.
Never seen anything like it, it's just fantastic.
After their first night sleeping on the glacier, the team are woken by assistant leader Polly.
Good morning, girls. No going back to sleep, okay? Up as quick as you can. Right, let's go. Come on, we've got to start the day. Useless lot.
I actually slept quite well because I wasn't cold or anything. The only thing was every time you moved, you could hear like the ice crack beneath you, and that was a bit scary.
They've got 3 days to carry out the biggest project of the expedition, surveying Glacier Chloe for the first time. Glaciers are a very good indicator of climate change. If they're getting smaller over the years, it's a sure sign the region is heating up.
The key focus of today is the Glacier survey. Our involvement here is absolutely vital to understand what is happening within the climate in this part of the world.
The survey will start high up the glacier where there's a deep layer of snow. So leader Ben shows them how to use snowshoes to stop them sinking in.
It's a nice wide stance and it's just drag, 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 drag.
How the heck, then, does this make it easier? They're like a dog.
The heavy snow can cover up dangerous crevasses, so the adventurers will be roped to mountain guides at all times for safety.
If you look into that white expanse over there, can you see the blue ice and then it goes white, and then you can see blue and then it goes white. Those white areas are where you want to be careful. All right, that's where you've got the crevasses that lie underneath. And you don't know what's underneath them, but what you do know is going to cause you grief, okay? And you don't want to fall into one. Your lifeline is the rope between the two of you, all right?
I feel a little bit safer now about the whole crevasse thing, because I know that these guys would pull me out if I got stuck in one.
They set off on the long trek up the glacier.
Wider feet, Callum, wider feet, but you can just feel what's going on.
But manoeuvring in the snowshoes takes a little practice.
You know, I'll forget it as soon as I get there. I'm finding it really hard not to point my toes down, and my heels keep getting stuck in, and then you just fall over.
Only half the team will work on the project at any one time. And as Ben's group trudge up the snowfield towards the survey site, the other 4 are getting a unique chance to explore the glacier with Polly. Beginning with a spectacular cave under the solid glacier ice.
ever think when you're walking above this, this is what it's like, would you?
I'm standing under the glacier. It's amazing.
I probably never believed that this is that underneath. It's so weird. It's really, really weird.
It's really, really loud in here, but it's really quite calm at the same time. It's great.
Oh. Let's keep the rope taut, guys.
They then head to the bottom of a wide crevasse to try a special technique for climbing out.
This contraption slides up, but doesn't slide down. I've got to that. I can use 2 hands if I want. Pull up. Okay. Push up. Relax.
Called prusicking, it's not quite as simple as top climber Polly makes it appear.
Okay.
Well done.
And David is soon floundering.
I'm stuck.
Right, come on, David.
This is scary now.
Yeah, get your feet on the wall. David, use your crampons, use your crampons.
I lost my footing and I was on the wall and I couldn't get around. It was quite scary because I was like, no, I can't get my foot. It was just fun the whole entire time. It was just really fun.
Come on, Conor.
Yeah.
That's really good. Balance. Good. Keep going.
Thought it was going to be a bit harder than it was. It was really, really fun.
The view was awesome, so yeah, I'm loving the fact that I did that.
Meanwhile, higher up the glacier, the survey group are trekking through some pretty hazardous terrain.
We just saw a big avalanche, which is scary considering we're quite close.
It's quite scary because it picked up speed and went crashing down.
This is an amazing, awe-inspiring, beautiful place, but fundamentally it's a very dangerous place. So you need to keep your wits about you.
It takes nearly 3 hours to reach the survey site, where their mission is to put a series of long marker pipes deep into the glacier.
Can you imagine how difficult it is to try and get a pipe 9 metres into the ice? Yeah, and it builds up and builds.
To make the holes, they'll use a special gas-powered steam machine.
And eventually when you hit the valve, it comes flying down this hose at high pressure and then actually scores a hole down through the ice.
Glaciologist Jose shows the adventurers how it's done. Drilling each 9-metre hole through the solid ice will take around 20 minutes.
75, 50, and out, and pole straight in. Okay.
After the pole has gone in, its exact location is pinpointed with a special GPS device. Then they move on to put in the next pole, about 100 metres away.
Vertical, 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 that's it.
But they've only just started drilling when they hit a problem with the steam machine.
And we need the gas to go through to heat up the water, but it's kind of gone.
Unfortunately, the scientists are unable to sort it out.
So we can't do any more drilling until you fix that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a major blow. There'll be no more project work today.
We need to pack up all our equipment and then we're going to head back to camp so that we can actually fix the steam drill.
Having made such an effort to get to this remote glacier, the survey is now in jeopardy.
Disappointed that we didn't get to do more, because this is what I really wanted to come up here and do. I really hope we get to come back and do a little bit more work.
But another problem is brewing. A severe weather system is on its way, and by morning a fierce storm is battering the camp. Exposed on the open glacier, storm-force gusts of wind are ripping through the tents. For safety, the leaders decide the only option is to evacuate.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. I want to see all your faces, guys. This is really serious. We need to get off this mountain. Throughout the night, we've lost our main tent. These tents are going to go very, very soon if we don't get out of here.
Packing up in the bitter conditions, they're soon soaked through and chilled to the bone.
Cold, cold, cold. Really cold.
Freezing. Oh.
Roped to the guides, they have to get off the glacier fast. But in driving snow, it's a treacherous journey.
You alright? Yep, alright, take a minute, take a breath.
Full range of movement.
Yeah. But I'm fine. I just want to get on the boat now.
I'm so wet, I'm just really cold. Can't feel my toes, can't feel my hands. I'm glad to be back on the boat and I can't wait to get warm.
Cold, wet, and
Hungry.
glad I'm back here.
With no chance to return to the glacier today, the team are called together in the galley for a briefing.
We've been away from home for 3 weeks. We feel that we want to give you a phone call home.
Come on, because the satellite phone's broken.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time they've spoken to their families since they left Britain 19 days ago.
Hello? Hi, it's Robyn.
Sybil.
Hi.
Sybil, are you joking? No, I'm not joking. I'm calling you from the middle of nowhere.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. I'm enjoying it so much. It's tiring, it's really tough, totally crazy, but I love it.
It's all been a bit tough, but yeah, it's been fantastic.
It's so mad out here. The boat, I think I'm starting to get cabin fever, but I'm loving every minute of it, Mum. It's amazing.
Oh, really, I'm so pleased for you.
Just hang up, Callum.
And how was it on the ship?
It's lovely. I've been eating like a pig.
We've climbed 3 mountains. We slept on a glacier.
I flew around loads of glaciers and it was just me and Ben in the helicopter.
Oh my.
It was amazing.
Hello?
Hi, Dad.
How are you, mate?
Rubbish, actually. We tried to ring you on the home phone like 6 times and I couldn't get through.
You okay?
Yeah.
We're so proud of you, darling, honestly.
Thank you.
I miss you guys so much. I didn't think I'll miss you guys at all, but I do.
Oh, I love you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you soon, yeah? Okay.
Bye.
Gonna go now.
You hang up first.
You hang up first, right? I've got to go. I've really got to go. Whew. I missed them, but I know it's not long to go, so I'm back. So I'm really glad I got that phone call.
With the weather still bad, the team are running out of time to complete the vital glacier survey. In just 2 days' time, they set sail on the final leg of their voyage. Their route back to civilization will take them round Cape Horn, renowned for its huge, dangerous seas. It'll be the climax of the whole expedition. Next morning is the very last chance to return to the glacier, and there's good news. Though it's still cold and wet, the wind has dropped enough to allow them to continue work on the survey. It's the turn of Polly's team to take up the mission.
David, do you want to turn that lever, okay, to start it off? Yep. And we're going to get drilling.
Right, come on, Sybil, let's do this fast.
Okay, go for it. Keep it vertical.
But when you think drill, you think like... But what is this? This is no drill, this is a hose.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
The steam drilling machine is working fine again, but it's a laborious job.
Every 5 seconds, take it out, and then put it back in, take it out, put it back in. It's going to be a really long process.
chilly here.
They've got to put in 6 poles in all, spread out across the glacier, and in the grim conditions is going to be a close-run thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Down near the foot of the glacier, Ben's team get their chance to explore, beginning with some stunning crystal blue ice holes. They're formed as water from the glacier flows away, and the adventurers face the challenge of climbing up through one of them.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's very steep and very slippery.
Not going well. Okay. It's okay.
Hard to get your crampons in, so it's hard to get a good foothold, especially when bits of it are completely vertical. So it's quite scary, but it was good fun as well.
Yeah. Really beautiful, and I'm really chuffed that I actually did it. Oh, it's a really cool thing girls do.
Up at the project site, the survey team are finding it tough. The painstaking work involves a lot of standing around, and they're getting absolutely freezing.
It's cold. It's freezing cold. My feet have dropped off.
I just went to be able, my feet are numb. Really numb. I can't even feel them anymore.
David decides it's time to warm them all up.
3, 1, 2, 3, the sun will... Oh, ow! Oh,
The morale is high, it's amazing. David's keeping everybody entertained, but you just get chilled to the bone. And it's a long process.
By lunchtime, the other team are done, and Ben leads them off the glacier. With the weather so variable, camping is still not possible, but he has a surprise alternative in store.
We've got a lot of wind that's been howling down this glacier, and we haven't been able to camp because the winds have been too strong for tents. So instead of staying on top of the ground, we're going to go below the ground. We're going to be spending the night in a snow cave.
Cool. Where's the snow cave?
See the ridge line up there? Yeah. And in the second notch, on the far hand side of that notch, there's loads of snow. We're going to be going in there.
That looks not really funny, but that looks so high.
Snow caves are often used for survival when tents aren't an option. For the exercise, they'll need to head well up above the snow line, a steep hike of nearly 1,000 meters. Instead of having to dig a snow cave completely from scratch, Ben locates a natural hole in the snow.
This is basically a big bergschrund, all right? It's a big split in the snow and in the ice where it's just slipped away, and it runs for about 15 meters across the break in the slope.
They still need to hollow out the cave to make room for all 8 adventurers plus the leadership team to bed down for the night.
Just so loads of snow.
It's really good down here. It's fantastic. It's quite cool.
I can't believe where we are. It's just really amazing. Because this is a completely natural feature. We haven't made it. We're just expanding it.
Snow caves are surprisingly cosy. Not only do they keep out the icy wind, the snow itself is full of air which insulates against the cold. With people inside, the cave actually creeps a degree or 2 above freezing point.
It's a lot warmer than I expected it to be. I thought it'd be really cold, but it isn't. It's actually quite warm.
Back on the icy glacier, the temperature is plummeting as the afternoon wears on.
I just want to get this over and done with, then I'll be happy. We can't see the hole!
With the end in sight, the team summon up the energy for a final push.
Go! Go! Go!
And at last, after 8 hours in the freezing cold, the final pole goes in.
Get that pole in!
Yay! We finished! We've done it! Yeah, now let's get off this glacier and go back to Valhalla.
Well done, guys.
Right.
Congratulations.
In years to come, scientists will use a network of poles to build up a picture of whether the glacier is shrinking or growing.
happy that we did this and we didn't give up and just go away. And I'm also happy that we've done this for the Earth.
Grab that hose as well, David.
There's no game without pain, so it has been long and tiring, and it's worth it definitely now, because now we know it's gonna, like, it's helping the world, it's gonna help, like, with climate and scientists everywhere.
I'm feeling quite happy that we're going back to the boat. Maybe if the other group have got back before it's all started to make chocolate brownies.
Little do they know that the others are actually in a hole up a mountain, carving out everyone's home for the night.
We've got to fill this in and make it level so people can sleep on it. I really don't like it down there, so Robyn's gone down.
Scraping the snow away, it's really hard work, but you're warming up, and it's quite cool because when I looked at that before, it was just like a huge black hole, and I'm filling it up with snow, and I'm quite excited to start sleeping in it now.
But Charlotte's not feeling as positive about the experience.
I keep getting these little moments where I'm like, stop being so grumpy, and then at the same time, I'm just so cold.
Good effort. You like it?
Yeah. Oh, my hands are really hurting.
Down at the bottom of the glacier, it's time for Polly to fill in her tired team on what lies ahead.
We're actually going to go and spend the night in a snow hole.
Great.
We're going to go up to the snow line, 2,000 feet, okay. And you guys are going to spend the night in the snow hole.
This is the worst treat ever.
I didn't say it was a treat.
This is the worst punishment ever.
I'm not happy at all.
Conditions are getting even worse as they start the big hike up the mountain. After their long, hard day on the glacier, energy levels are falling fast.
Come on, David.
And Sybil soon grinds to a halt.
You just exhausted yourself, yeah. You'll be all right. You're doing great. Let's just keep a steady pace.
There's some pain everywhere. I can't breathe properly. The cold's really taking it out of us, but I think that now we're just anxious to get to our snow hole.
The weather is atrocious as they finally approach the snow cave. There's no way they could camp above ground in these conditions.
It's amazing in here! We made it for you! And it's warm! We made a bedroom. You're joking! We made a bedroom with beds in and spaces for everybody in the shelves.
Right.
That got passed down. It was a hole originally. House now.
This place is absolutely amazing. I can't believe it's like under the snow. I thought it was going to be like some big hole, but it's not. It's like a proper house.
But to be honest with you, I don't know how the walls are going on, and what is up with the floor, okay? Where's the carpet?
You see where this rock is? That was rocked down for about a metre.
They couldn't even be bothered to move that rock.
You didn't see it when it started, though. I mean, you couldn't even walk forwards like this. You had to walk forwards like that.
Harry collects snow to make water so they can rustle up some noodles for supper.
What about that hole?
I'm hungry, I'm tired and sleepy and you name it. I'm everything.
Soaked through and cold, they're not looking forward to the night ahead.
I'm really proud of what we've done, but at the end of the day, I'm sat in a freezing hole, and at the moment it doesn't seem worth it.
I'm just worried I'm going to be so cold because I'm cold at the moment. And I'm wet, and there's nothing dry to put on. I can't even get into my wet sleeping bag.
Ow, Robyn, you're touching my head!
Well, there's nowhere for me to go, Katie.
There's nowhere for me to go. Katie, just go and bear it for a minute while she gets...
I sort myself out, yeah?
This is like crab mania. It's like you can't even move. Valhalla, compared to this, is 5 stars. This is 1 star. Not even 1 star.
Ice crackling.
No, I can hear it. It's quite scary because it's bubbles as well. I'm seriously worried about getting avalanched in with that. Literally, if that falls on us, we're doomed. Night night, guys.
Night, have a good night's sleep.
The night passes slowly and nobody sleeps well. But it's a lot better than being above ground, where temperatures fall well below 0 in a howling gale.
Morning, girls. Are you alive? Make a bit of movement.
Can we see you? Oh, hey! How you doing, Robyn? Freezing?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that may have actually been the worst night's sleep I've ever had.
That's the roof, David. It's quite low.
Actually, yeah, oh my.
This was dry last night. Why is it wet now?
Oh!
It's been inside our bivvy bag.
What's the point of this? Caught the soaking wet.
Cold and wet. But that's how we all feel.
It was hard for me to sleep because I kept waking up like in an hour. It was really hard and cold.
I just woke up and I was just so cold and I'm still really cold. I just felt really lightheaded and like I was going to be sick. So I don't feel very great, to be honest.
I'm really, really pleased that I managed to stay the night in here. I don't think I'm ever going to do it again.
Never being cold again, staying warm for the rest of my life.
It's been one of the toughest things the young adventurers have ever done, and they start to realise they've achieved something a bit special.
I wouldn't say I enjoyed being in the snow hole, but it definitely was an experience, and I'm glad I did it.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and it was pretty amazing.
It was really cold, but I'm glad I did it because I'm never ever going to get to do anything like that again.
As they return to the boat, thoughts are now turning to the greatest challenge of all. Their attempt to become one of the youngest teams to sail round the infamous Cape Horn.
The expedition to date really has been building and building and building for, you know, the pinnacle, the summit, which is going around Cape Horn. And so we want all of the team to take all of the lessons learned from the last 3 weeks and put that all into play, and they will need to.
We've just like sort of united as a team now. It's going to be tough, but I think we're going to get through it together.
Now they're working together a lot better, but they've got to keep going, they've got to keep it up.
Some are going to do well, some not going to do so well. Some just going to put a brave face on, like me, and just keep going. But I think at the end of the day, when we all come through it, we're all going to be happy.
It is very dangerous, and I get very seasick, so it really does scare me.
Next time on Serious Ocean.
Go, go!
Quick, preparing for disaster. Trapping animals to save the environment.
It's quite horrible there.
And confronting the mighty Cape Horn.